Hello, NWF Army, and happy Thanksgiving week. We're here a day early, Wednesday. Tonight we're at Bone Crushers for a big event, but this Saturday night is our big 27th anniversary. And here to help me talk about it, of course, our co-host, Wildcat Chris Harris, the NWF Commissioner. Hello, Wildcat.
Hello, Kirk Sheppard. I'm sporting. I know I'm a week late, but I'm sporting my Macho Man for his would-be 70th.
Yeah, well, it's all right. I was going to change out of this. I was afraid that the green might not show because it's, I'm at Bone Crushers, but sometimes when you wear green in front of a green screen, you disappear, but I forgot, and I look okay, so we're good. Hey, Gideon Weinstein's our guest today.
Hey.
Yes.
He can't wait to get on here. I just wanted to talk, though, before we bring him in here, because we're going to have enough of him soon. Big show at Mount Orb last weekend. Exciting action. I saw the clips on Bustin' Loose. It looked like a great show, great crowd. The Husky Howard Memorial Scramble looked like a lot of fun, and it sounds like his family was very touched by us honoring him as well, which is really cool, and love that we were able to do that. And another big victory for Star Rider, hanging out there with the NWF title.
He's a fighting champion, man. He's taking everybody. But, that was a nice little touching thing. Roger Ruffin did that. I think that was a little bit of a surprise. So for Husky's mom, and obviously she appreciated it very much because I guess she put a little message out about it. So, great night.
Love that. Love that very much. Of course, this week is Thanksgiving. We are a day early because we want you to come out tonight to Bone Crushers and this Saturday. Any big Thanksgiving plans for you, Wildcat?
I have big Thanksgiving plans, as I have done many of times in the past. My holidays will be spent on the road, so I will be at WrestleCade this weekend in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I've talked about it on the podcast before, but anytime I get to go to these conventions, this being a big one, it's always great to just catch up with everybody. So big things going on this weekend in North Carolina.
Can't wait to hear about that when we come back next week and see who all you get to hang out with and what you might have come back with for us. But I guess
I might be eating my turkey. I think I might be eating my turkey dinner at a Waffle House or something like that. So
that sounds like the road. That sounds like
it does. It's not. It wouldn't be the first time I've done that.
I am going to a friend's house, I think. Although I got news today that there may be a COVID scare in the household, but probably not. But we're being careful, and so we'll see. I either have turkey, or because I haven't gone to the grocery, and nor will I be going now, would be some frozen pizza. I don't know. We'll see, but we'll find out. But we'll
as long as you do it with a smile on your face, it doesn't matter what it is.
It's just food, right? Hey, Gideon Weinstein, welcome to the broadcast. We've been we actually hyped you up last week. We don't usually announce our guests ahead of time, but we actually told the world that we were trying to get you on this episode because you've got a big thing going on this Saturday. I can't wait to see it. When Rex beats KYRON, he gets his hands on you, and that's going to be outstanding.
No, Kirk Sheppard. You are mistaken, sir. KYRON is going to come into Covington, and just like he always does, he's going to lay Rex out. Well, Rex ain't laying a finger on Gideon Weinstein.
Well, what is your big deal with Rex? I mean, I know that you used to manage him, and he was with Adam Swayze, and but why are you so obsessed with Rex?
Again, you're mistaken. Rex is obsessed with me, and more specifically with Hollywood Adam Swayze. That's the problem. You're right. I did used to be Rex's agent. I grew up with Rex. I watched his back when he was a kid back in the old neighborhood. I didn't think I was going to have to do that for the rest of his life, but apparently I do. I got to keep him in line for the rest of his life.
How are you watching the back of anybody that big?
I'd like to know that myself. Were you the tough guy in the streets?
Absolutely. I'm the baddest man in Brooklyn, New York. Everybody knows that.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen this Saturday, but I've got a pretty good guess that if Rex gets his hands on you and you don't somehow manage to cheat and have 55 other people come out and attack him from behind like you do, we're going to see how tough you aren't this Saturday. Hey, every week we do this segment here on our podcast, the PowerPod, called the Rapid Fire. We put you on the hot seat. It's your turn. We find the right button, and we're going to put you on the hot seat.
Love it, Gideon.
There's the question music. I ask you a series of questions. You decide the right answer. They're random questions. They're just about wrestling or other things. I decide if you get it right or if you get it wrong. If you get it right, there'll be a sound like that. If you get it wrong, there'll be a buzzer. I'm the sole judge, jury, and executioner. My favorite thing of the week. Are you ready?
Yeah.
We ask everybody this question. Your favorite wrestler of all time?
Hollywood Adam Swayze.
Bad answer. I know that you're an agent, but it's very close to this. Who's the best wrestling manager of all time?
I would have to say, since I am an agent, otherwise I would say myself, I would have to say Bobby Heenan.
I agree with you on that one.
I'll give him that one.
Yeah. Best Hanukkah present you've ever received?
That's a tough one. I got a brand new Mercedes when I turned 15.
I don't believe you. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
I've never seen it. Adam Swayze ain't in it. I don't know.
Would you rather watch the best of Rudy Rodriguez or step into the ring across from Rex this Saturday?
Neither. First of all, who? And second of all, Rex is a schmuck, so it doesn't matter.
I'm not sure the answer, but it's not that. Which is worse, Adam Swayze's breath or KYRON's body odor?
Those are two made-up things. You're on your way to a defamation lawsuit, my friend.
Bring it on, buddy. I don't have any money. Favorite wrestling finishing move of all time?
Anything Adam Swayze chooses to do.
I'll give you that one. What is your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Caviar.
It's turkey. Name any NWF wrestler from the past that you would like to manage or agent for.
I would say I'm gonna go Dustin Lillard, but only so I can hang out with John Wayne.
Dustin Lillard. Okay. Who will win not the post down? Who's going to win this match this weekend? KYRON or Rex?
KYRON.
Well, you got most of those wrong. But thank you for being on the hot seat.
I am not happy about that Die Hard answer. I didn't think it could get any worse than not saying it was a Christmas movie, but he went that low.
I forgot. I have a Die Hard Advent calendar. I'll bring and show you all next time. It's a pretty amazing thing. All right, so that was rapid fire. So Gideon, I don't know what you know about the rest of the card coming up this Saturday night, but we are inducting into the Hall of Fame two very worthy entries, Brody Cormick and Matt Stevens. Also on the card is a women's match between Riley Matthews and Nikki Victory. And we've got a whole bunch of other stuff, too, including James Cross challenging for the NWF Heavyweight title. Kat, what else we got? We got six-man tag.
Big six-man tag. MCE taking on the team of Swinger, Lotus, and Pompano Joe.
That'd be good. And
tag team match. We got a real heated one with this one. Andrew Reed and Joshua.
Yeah, that's right.
And let's not forget one of my favorites, the big Dozer Memorial Battle Royal. Yeah. We'll see who. That's a big deal, so we'll see who comes out on top there.
I'm excited about that. So, Gideon, any thoughts or predictions about any of those matches that we've met, or are you just so focused on making sure that you don't have to go toe-to-toe with Rex that you don't care about the rest?
I'm focused on what I got to do, what I got in front of me, Kirk Sheppard. Let's also remember that I have a day job. I got meetings. I got phone calls to make. I am still a Hollywood agent. So on top of all that, I still got to focus on Rex. That being said, I believe that Joshua is a very good professional wrestler. I believe he'll get it done.
Are you able to do agenting from Traction if you need to be doing that next week?
Yeah, I was going to suggest maybe you cancel your appointments for the next week or two because I'm not. You say you got your day job. You may not be returning.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of office you've got set up, but I hope you can do it while you're laying down. Hey, if you want to be a professional wrestler, Bone Crushers is the place to learn how to do that. We will gladly sign you up with a $100 deposit any Tuesday or Thursday night at 6:30. Come down to Elmwood Place and see Roger Ruffin or Wildcat Chris Harris or whoever's training that night, and they will be glad to get you set up. We can watch a training session if you need to before we get you going. But that is the place to be. You see the lineup there of very successful superstars, and none of those people ever agented or managed by Gideon Weinstein. However, 1, 2, 3, at least 3 of them were managed by me at one point in their career. So, speaking of that,
Nikki Victory though. So,
well, speaking of me managing, so I don't normally like to put myself over, but for the way back this week, I actually found a very relevant set of clips from Thanksgiving week back in, I think it was 2011. So a long time ago. And let's set the stage. So at that time, I was managing Stuart Oliver Backlund. And he had a problem with a young fan favorite making a name for himself, Brody Cormick. And they had a whole bunch of problems, which eventually led to a bunch of problems between Cormick and myself. And so I just thought we'd take a look at some of that footage because
very interesting.
I wanted to. So this was after an event at Thanksgiving Eve at Bone Crushers for Aftershock. Back when we used to run shows at Shimmer's Ballroom. There's Stuart. Managed by me.
Is that
in the
background?
I love that. Brutal.
Stewie Backlund with a little vicious streak here.
Yeah, that's when he was young and hungry, and
can move.
Yeah, and not yet hooked up with that with Dustin Lillard, Dustin Jobs. Wow, brutal attack here, and they were going to face off then the Saturday following after Thanksgiving at Shimmer's back in Northern Kentucky. So a lot of parallels for this weekend. Of course, Brody's going into the Hall of Fame this week, and I wanted to just kind of show this because of that. But we're going to see some Shimmer's footage here now once we get Stewie pulled off of him. By the way, that's me
There's
over there.
Kirk right there.
Jawing, being loud. So then we go to the match, and here is Brody with Stuart Oliver Backlund, Shimmer's Ballroom. And there we go. See, Stuart's got this one. It looks like ready to go. Oh, wait a minute. Brody somehow embarrassing Stuart.
That was a 3 count.
It was a 3 count, but we're not done. Now, I'm not sure where I am. If I was thrown out of the ringside area unfairly at this point, but Stuart's didn't like to be beaten, didn't like to be embarrassed. So he's going to take everything away from Cormick, including his ankle here. However, Cormick back up, takes Stewie down, and locks in. Shades of Mr. Destiny there a little bit with the figure 4 leg lock. Now this led to Stuart being out of action for a little bit, which meant I had to get involved. Yeah, it was really terrible that Stuart was had his career, interrupted briefly, and you could hear the crowd. They wanted to break it. Pretty vicious people there at Fort Wright. Now, this led to a match between me and Brody Cormick. Here I come. And this is young, fresh-faced fan favorite Brody Cormick. I talked him out of having the match. I was getting ready to go. Now, I used to carry a bat before Brody did, but Brody wasn't going to let me go.
I hope you guys have made ups for this Saturday.
Well, we're going to talk about that as soon as this is over here. I'm out of here. I'm not a wrestler anyway. This should have been Stuart Backwin's match, not mine. Sometimes I couldn't see where I was running.
You're also showing this to show what can happen to a manager / agent.
That's true.
When they mess around with
a wrestler, right?
Professionals.
Now, last week I talked about my big elbow drop. I still got it, man. I can still drop a big elbow.
I wouldn't want to be hit by that.
It's even bigger now than it was then. Wait a minute. I got the bat. Speaking of Dustin Lillard.
Dustin.
See, if I was his agent, he wouldn't be doing stupid things like that.
Yeah, you don't. Your men don't never do anything like that.
I didn't waste any time tapping out here.
You took the smart road.
And Brody, had been a year of just battling me, I think, at this point. He wasn't done. He wanted to teach me a lesson. Now...
Fun, I like this. Is there more of this?
No, but here's what happened in the weeks following. I don't have clips of it, but, you heard the phrase, when you can't beat them, join them. Well, even though he beat me, a few weeks later, Brody Cormack joined with me, and we became a very successful pair. And then we added Big League into our stable, and they became the everyday players. And now, this Saturday, Brody goes into the Hall of Fame, inducted by both me and Alex Hayden, who used to be known as Big League. So, comes full circle. That was the way back for this week. And no offense to Matt Stevens, I don't have any real good footage of him and me together. So, we just showed this because it's my podcast. But he'd be going in too. Danny Todd inducting him. So I'm excited to see both of those legends this Saturday night. What do you think, though, Gideon? You got something you want to say? I can see it on your lips.
No, I was just going to say that's fine because Matt Stevens has kicked me in the face before, so I don't want to see no footage of him anyway.
All right. He probably deserved it.
Never.
I think he's kicked me in the face, too. Hey, so tonight we are at Bone Crushers for Thanksgiving Eve. Kat, we've got some matches for that, too, I think, yeah?
Yeah, I'll run down a few of them. Beck Reeves will defend his Unified Championship against Chris Demise from MCE.
All right.
So looking forward to that one. Our very own AJ Vess will be taking on James Cross.
Oh, yeah.
We will see one another battle between Mr. Destiny and Jaeger Woods.
Okay.
And our good old referee Beans will be taking on the Lariat Luke Larson.
Oh, yeah, that's a rematch from the last time. Lariat was not very kind to Beans, but Beans was pretty fired up there.
Yeah, I saw we got a little aggression out of Beans that night.
Well,
so
he's been training with
and then
Jesse
also
Hyde.
we have a women's match. Riley Matthews taking on Savannah Sweet.
Great. We got everything for you tonight. You're going to overdose on turkey and on wrestling this weekend. You come out tonight to see those big matches, and then, of course, Saturday is the huge 27th anniversary event on the 26th at Covington. Tickets are available at nwfwrestling.com. You can get those now for all those events. Also, don't forget, coming up down the road is Ludlow back in December 3rd. But we want you there this weekend, tonight and Saturday. Gideon, you've got your eyes set on this one. I'm sure you can't wait to figure out a way to trick, scheme, shady, somehow claw a victory out of KYRON, who I also managed at one point in my career, over Rex. What's your plan? What's your strategy?
My plan is the same plan it's always been. I am going to write a big fat check for KYRON, and he's going to go out there and beat up Rex. You keep talking about me doing shady things. I'm a respectable businessman. I've never done a shady thing in my life. All I do is acquire talent, the best talent, the biggest, the meanest, the toughest, and that's KYRON. He don't need my help.
He is definitely big and tough and mean. He's not to be taken lightly. And with you in his corner causing havoc and chaos, he is definitely trouble for Rex. But once Rex gets through with him, Gideon's in trouble.
Yeah. I usually try to end here by putting over our guests. And so I will say, Gideon Weinstein, are you going to sit back now? Is that
Yeah, go
Gideon
ahead.
Weinstein, in a day where managers, agents aren't much of a thing anymore, I will say this man has done very well for himself. He is a very entertaining figure out there. He's a man that doesn't mind being hated.
People love to hate
Um,
him.
they do. They love to hate him, and but yeah, he's a very entertaining figure out there. And but I will say this: in this whole event we have coming up this Saturday, I think there may be a certain 5 minutes that may be the best thing on the entire event. And I realize that it's going to take it's no small feat for Rex to get over KYRON. Kirk, you and I both know about KYRON. I've taken
Absolutely.
his shots. So Rex has quite a feat in store for him, but I feel like with Covington behind him, knowing what we may get at the very end of that, the icing on top of the cake, I think we may get. Yeah, we're going to get
Well, I think
5 minutes.
we might get the end of Gideon Weinstein and the Weinstein Agency. Adam
May
Swayze
witness it right there in Covington.
might be looking for a new agent.
No, no, no,
I don't know.
absolutely not.
I got to ask you, what's Adam Swayze going to do after this?
Adam Swayze's going to keep doing what he's always doing.
He
He's
can't.
going to
You
keep
can't
winning
manage him from
championships. He's going
traction.
to keep being a movie star.
Well, but what are you gonna? You can't be at ringside if you're in a full body cast.
Not going to be in a full body cast. You got cotton in your ears or something? You can't hear me? You can't see what KYRON has already done to Rex in the past? I ain't worried about it.
Well, if somebody locks the back door, it might be a good idea to lock that back door.
Never
to
know
make
who else
sure-
is going
right, because you don't know who else he's paid. He's apparently got a lot of money. He's eating caviar and driving a Mercedes at 15. But you might want to lock that door because you don't know who else he's hired to come in and take things out. I know I would. If I was having to go toe-to-toe with Rex, I would definitely use every resource I had to prevent that from happening. So I don't blame you. But,
Yeah, we wouldn't blame you for taking every step you could to maybe not even be there. I don't.
Absolutely. I mean, you might
Oh, I'll be there.
want to quit. So,
No.
we got that show this weekend. So come out tonight, see us. Come out Saturday and see us. Get any last-minute words before we wrap this show up.
Mark my words right now. 5 minutes ain't nothing. He ain't going to get his 5 minutes. Rex is a dumb schmuck. He's going to be counting lights. Thanks to KYRON.
All right, Kat, you
Good
heard it here.
weekend.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll see you tonight at Bone Crushers, and we'll see you this Saturday for the big anniversary event. See you there.